Rich has a background in accounting.
Welcome to Getting Unstuck, recorded on February 8th, 2010 at Colorado Career Connects.
Okay, let's start talking about what stuck is. Alright? Anybody want to volunteer if they think they're stuck in something? And short, we don't want speeches other than one. Anybody?
Well, the movie Groundhog Day really captures it.
What's the key element of Groundhog Day?
It's the same every day. He can't go forward.
What else can he do?
Get out of it.
He can't go forward, but he also can't go back.
Yeah.
He's stuck right where he is. Okay? Tell me something about your motivation. Why do you want the job?
Tired of being unemployed.
Hmm?
Tired of being unemployed.
Tired of being unemployed.
Tired of being broke.
Okay? So there's a motivation. You need to pay the mortgage. You got to put food on the table.
There is a sense of value or self-worth when you work. You know, you sort of say to yourself, well, society values me this much, and there's that element of it.
Jim?
Yeah, for me it's income and impact, and depending on the day they switch places.
Okay? Huh? You want to feel useful. Okay. So that's all part of what stuck is. Stuck doesn't mean that you got crazy glue on your shoes. Stuck is that you're not moving to where you want to go. As you go through this, what it is that you need to do to solve your stuck problem. Okay. Anybody know what that picture is? There'd be one smart person in there. That's actually not, it's a picture of by the Mars rover on there. Anybody know what the problem is up there? It's stuck. But the problem is the distance between here and Mars varies based upon the orbit between 36 and 250 million miles. Okay? What's the distance between you and where you want to be? I bet it's not 36 million miles. How do you want to handle that? First rule of getting unstuck, admitting it. You know, I'm stuck. I'm doing this. Okay, I'm talking to myself. And you have to go through that conversation, and you have to do it at some point. Get rid of the anger. The emotions, that anger is an emotion, will absolutely keep you stuck. You've got to find a way to stop being embarrassed. You know, there's only 10 million people across the country that are looking for work. You know? Another 100 million, another 20,000 jobs lost in January, on top of the 180,000 jobs that were lost in December. You're not alone. Okay? Stop kicking. You know? I'm really angry at that person, and you want to go around and kick that person. Okay? Well, that's a waste of shoe leather. You know? Stop blaming somebody else what's going on with you. And how about feeling sorry for yourself? Oh, poor me, I'm without a job. And you can do that, but just understand that takes time and effort from you. And it drags you down. Alright? You want to have a pity party? Go ahead. Have as long a pity party as you want. At some point, stop. Pick a time frame. 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, whatever it is. Any time spent on looking back at the past is a waste of your time. Absolutely. Somebody asked me to take the CPA exam today. I guaranteed I won't pass it. So I don't even worry about it anymore. I knew what I had to know then. Right? But for you to get unstuck, you have to make sure that you're looking at where you are today and where you're going to be tomorrow. Because what you were people don't really care about. Maybe your friends do, maybe your family does. But if you're going to interview for a job today, and you're going to put yourself out there using Ann's resume or Sarah's resume, skills and all this, what you want to do is say, this is where I am, this is what I can do. Tomorrow, I can hit the ground running. Seven keys to get you unstuck. Okay? Make sure you know your goal. What do you want to be? Know that the goal can actually have stages in there. You know, I need a job and I need cash. But really what I want to do is become a doctor. Or I want to become a lawyer. Or I want to do something. I want to go back to CSUG. Okay? Figure out how you want to go. You want to go first class? You want to go economy? You want to walk? I mean, if I have to go to New York, I have to first decide when do I have to be there. Because I got lots of options. I can take a plane, I can take a train, I can take a bus, I can go walking, I can take a horse. Hence, what is it that what's my goal in all of it? And then you start looking at that and you start saying, there are some blanks there somewhere. I'm not finding what I want. I'm not meeting the right people. I'm not networking with the right people. Well, figure it out. Who do you have? How many people do you have to go and talk to? The old 6 degrees of separation. How many times do you have to take that stage to get an answer that you want? People used to judge their Rolodex. I can get to anybody I need to within 3 phone calls. Build a team. Talk about being alone in the moment, but you need other people to do this. Even if you choose that you want to do something yourself. You want to be a writer by yourself, you want to be a musician by yourself, you want to end up having a private coaching practice, whatever that is, you still need people, you still need resources. Find out what you need and acquire it. When you start doing this kind of exercise for yourself, you got to be common sense and uncommon sense. Okay? Common sense. Okay? I will not be an outside linebacker for the Denver Broncos. I mean, I know that. Okay? I am not going to be a neurosurgeon. I know that. I'm not going to be a lawyer. I know that. So that's part of the common sense. I say, I'm not looking to do those kinds of skills. And then the uncommon sense is, okay, let's break out of what we're doing and let me try something different, because what I've been doing hasn't worked yet. Or it's worked half the time. Well, the idea is you want to work all the time. Okay? And many of you have heard my baseball metaphor before. Baseball is the only business I know that if you fail 7 out of 10 times, you make the Hall of Fame. Okay? Make plans. Okay. Figure out, hey, I got, it's 2010. Where do I want to be by June? Where do I want to be by August? And so on. Anybody try to make a 5-year plan? What? Somebody? Oh, he did. But don't. Okay? 2 is the maximum that you can do. And, my goal is that I'm going to retire as, multi-millionaire. That's fine. Okay? That's the goal. But the plan's got to cover the first 2 years. And do it. It's not just Nike. You're alone? You're doing something by yourself? Nobody calls, nobody writes. You know how many grandmothers it takes to change a light bulb? None. She'll sit alone in the dark. Nobody comes to visit anyway. You got to have people, whether whoever it is. I don't care whether it's a family, it's a friend, it's a pastor, it's a colleague, it's a coach, whatever it is. Okay. Lone Ranger is very 19th century, and even he had time. Excellent. It's got to be a question of balancing off reality, and this takes time. This is called getting to know yourself. However you need to do it, you got to be comfortable in your own skin, because that's who you are.